Hello, hello. We are so happy to be here on the team for the Muscle Whisperer of Massage Warehouse, and we've got some questions today.
We do.
You're gonna ask me.
On a little post-it. Okay.
Yes, go.
What challenges do you see newly qualified therapists facing nowadays?
Nowadays, okay. Well, I think newly qualified therapists have the same challenges that we've always had. So that is actually trying to make a business
out of their art,
of their art,
they love.
the art that we love. You know, being
Massage.
self-employed can be very challenging for people in terms of building up a business. There aren't that many good employment opportunities for massage therapists, so it does involve building up your own business. So actually, I'd say that is the major challenge that I see new therapists facing.
And feeling their worth, the money they want to ask for. So we would recommend that therapists would be charging at home or in their own practice between 40 and 90 pounds.
Yeah.
And that sometimes is a lot for people to swallow. And obviously, as the heads of Jing and feeling strongly about education, we feel like that's one of the things you can help you get there. And I also think there's always the challenge of a lot of newly qualified therapists working from something that was maybe perhaps employed to, as Rachel said, self-employed. So being aware of your own costs and having to run that.
Just a little add to that as well. I think the other thing that happens is that people get burnt out. So people bust out their hands, necks.
Newly qualified therapists who
body mechanics haven't been taught as optimally as we would like.
Sort that out.
We'll sort that out.
And then the other question is,
protect yourself.
On the other hand, what opportunities do newly qualified therapists have that perhaps kind of the old regime didn't?
Oh, the old regime, that's us probably.
Yeah.
I must be an old regime. I've been a massage therapist since 1992.
So old.
Well, I think obviously the massive opportunity that's changed in our lifetime is the opportunity of the internet and social media. So that is a massive new way to get your message out there. I would also say that you know, I think we're entering quite a wellness boom, health and well-being boom, you know, so many more people are eating vegan, they're sort of like become more socially conscious around health and well-being, explosion in yoga, that kind of thing.
Mindfulness. So, you know, getting on that train and putting massage into that framework, you could also work a lot more on people understanding their interrelationships. So it's not so much about the kind of luxury of massage therapy, that it's really starting to have a sense of it's a proper therapy. It's something that people can do with friends, they can do with loved ones. So getting a sense of that. I think that's a huge new thing that really like people can grab onto. And also I think that the NHS in its own way is really starting to embrace complementary medicine. So that's also kind of a great new opportunity to explore. So if you have any more questions or you want to get in touch with us, you can find us at Jing Advanced Massage. We're down in Brighton.
jingmassage.com.
We've got a phone number, 01273 628 942. You give us a ring, talk to us, talk to Nina. We're always happy to support therapists in whatever part of your journey that you're at.
The main challenge that new therapists face is recognition and value of massage therapy in the promotion of health. Post-qualification, the main challenge is for new therapists to market their skills, secure clients, and then maintain a client list for future practice. Many new therapists traverse different areas of study and work and often come to massage therapy because of career change choices. Some newly qualified therapists face the additional challenge of funding their studies and ensuring value for money once qualified. As massage therapy continues to evolve and develop, regulation and membership of professional organisations becomes a significant component of the practice puzzle. Newly qualified therapists face numerous choices about membership, maintaining CPD, and considering the context, environment, and additional learning skills and competencies necessary for longevity in the profession. In addition, some newly qualified therapists tend to exercise ambition beyond reasonable consideration. In other words, there is at times a tendency to want to train further following an initial program in massage without sufficiently working in the industry first. Ideally, therapists should gain experience first before wanting to develop postgraduate skills. In so doing, this would enable newly qualified therapists to recognise strengths and avenues for development. Final challenge is the range of CPD available but not necessarily relevant. Newly trained therapists would do well to seek out supervision experiences, and work with a more experienced therapist to identify areas for development. The benefits to newly qualified therapists is the fast evolving world of social media in the promotion of practice and sharing of information. This does come with some risks as well, i.e. data protection. Event work and organisations support post-study opportunities and provide additional guidance and support in generating business and experience. The recognition of massage therapy as a well-being integrated therapy provides unique opportunities for new therapists to join organisations that advocate for and promote growth and development in the industry. The range of CPD opportunities means that massage therapists now have access to interdisciplinary skill developments that work to enhance their competencies and services they can provide. Finally, the evidence-based development of massage therapy further means that there are now emerging opportunities to publish scholarly outputs and add to the literature and research within the field.
Hello, I'm Emma from School of Bodywork, and I've been asked a question as a massage whisperer about what challenges I feel newly qualified therapists face today, but what advantages and opportunities newly qualified therapists benefit from today that they perhaps didn't in the past. So I would say there's a much greater awareness of the benefits of massage today, which is a huge advantage. And massage is seen to have great validity alongside allopathic medicine. And there seems to be a real shift towards prevention rather than cure. So that's fantastic. There's even currently a petition going around to sign to bring massage onto the NHS. So that's a huge advantage to newly qualified therapists. The NICE guidelines suggest that massage is beneficial in the treatment of lower back pain and sciatica. So there's a huge amount of research out there that massage therapists can quote on their websites or their social media, which will back up the validity of massage therapy. And another advantage that I feel is available to therapists today is the use of social media as a platform in which to communicate. You can communicate incredibly authentically via social media. You can build a community of like-minded people. You can build a great client base, and you can build a network of other therapists in order to cross-refer. And communicating authentically, you can really tell your community about your journey, what you've studied, what you've researched, and through that you can reach a huge number of people who can take advantage of your knowledge. So what challenges do I feel newly qualified therapists have today? Well, I would say being discerning is absolutely important. We live in a world now where we're inundated with information. So to be discerning right from the start, you need to be discerning about where you're going to study. You're going to spend a huge amount of time, energy and resources studying. You're going to spend money when you're studying. So you need to be mindful and discerning where you choose to study. The moment you qualify, you need to be discerning about the type of clinic that you want to work in. You really want to set up in a clinic that's going to support you on your journey. Working alongside chiropractors and osteopaths can be fantastic for cross-referral. Also working alongside yoga teachers and Pilates teachers can be hugely beneficial, again, for the cross-referral. So being mindful of which clinic you choose to set up in. The other challenge that I feel a lot of newly qualified therapists face is charging correctly. You absolutely have to charge appropriately. Please do not undercut other therapists, but charge accordingly. You need to be making a profit. If you're not making a profit, you're running a hobby, not a business. You need to be making a profit. Profit may be seen as a dirty word, but it's absolutely fundamental in order for you to thrive as a therapist. You need your profit to be paying for your really good CPD courses so you can keep moving up through your career. You need to be making enough money so you can get regular treatment, and that will avoid therapist burnout. And you need to make enough money that you can have supervision, because your supervisor will help facilitate your career. They can give you advice on every aspect of being a massage therapist. So, but most importantly, I would say it's a fantastic career to have, and I really wish all you newly qualified therapists an absolutely wonderful journey. Look after yourself, keep studying, and enjoy it. Good luck.
Here's a few thoughts about some of the changes I've seen in the 30 years since I moved to the UK. Massage is more respectable. One great change is that massage has lost much of its seedy associations with brothels and is seen more often as part of normal life, at least in spas and gyms, in sports, and with the growth of alternative health centres. More physical stress in the digital world. The rise of IT, computers, texting, looking up information on your phone, means that physically people are tighter in the shoulders and feel the need for massage from a younger age. Recently, I came across my old teaching notes from the 1980s where I told students, look for mid-back and shoulder tension, which seems common in many middle-aged office workers. Well, these days, it's already there by late teens or early 20s. Life is more mentally stressful. In addition, I think that life for most people is much more demanding and stressful, so there's more tension to be addressed. The challenges of austerity and other aspects of politics, the gig economy, worry about climate change, and the uncertainties of the world put more stress on everybody. There's definitely more stress for women due to the expectation that you have to be a success at work and bringing up kids and at your sport, gym, etc. Although these extra stresses lead people to massage, it can be harder for many to switch off mentally during a massage, and some people find it hard to even switch off their phones. Mobile phones and online bookings. Another significant change is that mobile phone and online booking formats has made it possible for massage practitioners to work without needing to hire a receptionist, in a clinic, from home, or as a mobile therapist. It also enables you to check out clients before you meet them, and maybe refuse to work with them if they sound dodgy, without having to give them an address. However, on the other side, I know of a young therapist who was stalked and pestered on her phone by an ex-client who she'd told to not come to her clinic again, and she eventually had to take out a restraining order against him. And whenever you have a phone and/or an online presence, you have to be stronger to resist the temptation to be on call 24/7. Demands for deeper, more specific massage work. Apart from specific pampering events, a larger proportion of people don't want regular maintenance massage. In fact, relaxation massage has become almost looked down on. People have less time and money and want more specific results, e.g., get rid of this sore area in my shoulder, even if that's an unreasonable expectation.
So Massage Warehouse has asked me to talk about what are some of the advantages and disadvantages of therapists in the current climate within our profession. Now, there's a couple things I talk about in my actual write-up, and one of them is about the educational system. When you're first starting out, what is it that you're actually signing up to? It can be quite confusing because you've got all these different levels, 3, 4, and 5, and how can I just qualify in the level 5 without doing the 3 and a 4? So it can be quite confusing. But if you go to the employer, you might find out which one is they're looking for. So what is it that you are leaving with? What skills are you leaving with? I've read some of the courses and their syllabuses, and I see that they're offering all sorts of wonderful techniques and do it in 5 days and do it intense in 2 weeks or whatever it is. And I just find that if you are going to try to learn a technique like MET, you're not going to learn it in an afternoon. So really discern whether or not they're spending quality time on a particular technique. It can be a bit of a minefield. You have to really investigate what it is that you're actually leaving with. So what skills will you have to hand? And will that be enough to secure you employment? And then once you've qualified in the particular area that, or course that you signed up to, what do you do next? I mean, there's thousands of other therapists out there who have a level 3. So how do you actually make yourself distinct and stand out from all the other qualified therapists? Do you specialize? What do you do? Because you don't know which direction to go into. So it can be quite confusing, and I think that is a bit of a challenge. But some of the things that are good at the moment for therapists is to be able to get themselves out there. So if our social media is, allowing you to put a website out, to interact on Instagram or Facebook or whatever social media platform you want to use, but allows you to get on and be the expert in a more broad sense. But at the same time, networking is word of mouth as your number one way of being able to get out there and make yourself known. So I do talk about that, about specialization, about networking, communication, etc. in my blogs. So you want more information about that, please do feel free to go in there and have a read. But generally, within the profession itself, our GCMT and your professional associations are working hard to actually make that give you the exposure you need within, let's say, medical professionals or health clinics, well-being groups, to demonstrate as a profession what it is that we have on offer. So the PAs and GCMT are doing a good job of waving the flag for you and making those connections. So do make sure that you are supporting your PA, especially one that is part of GCMT. That's it for me this week. But there's lots more on my website if you want to find out a bit more about qualifications and about how to blog and stuff like that. It's all in my on my website. Have a look, and I hope you connect up on my Massage Mondays. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye.
After having trained and taught thousands of students over 30 years, I believe a newly qualified therapist is often a very driven and focused individual. In Eastern philosophy, the teacher, trainer, guru is the one who shares their knowledge, skill and experience, therefore seeing the student on the chosen path. So I guess the first check in vetting is to be clear your teacher or trainer is qualified in the chosen subject or modality. It will not surprise you to learn that one of the reasons we are set to fail is because we fail to set our high standards of learning from qualified teachers, trainer, not only in the subject, but also have a relevant teacher training qualification of some type, whether it's a workshop or core qualification. Whilst working with Ofsted and being on the observation team, there is a clear focus on whether the student is learning the requisite knowledge and skills required to confidently make a career in line with industry standards, etc. Let's look at some of the challenges and how to overcome them, therefore improving your chances for a positive outcome. As I alluded to above, let's consider from the get-go who is teaching us and how confident we feel we can learn and put into practice the modality. 1. Qualifications and courses are what we look to enroll onto to take us from no knowledge to a baseline understanding, which we develop with our own style and techniques as we do more. The college, university is not the only place to gain qualifications. There are some very experienced, qualified and vetted courses out there, such as course providers on Thinktree, who offer amazing modalities for continual professional development, CPD, and diploma courses. 2. Continual professional development, CPD. I am often asked if this is important and how does it work. For both newly qualified and experienced therapists, this is an optimum way of enhancing your skills and productivity. Every year it's recommended a therapist collects at least 15 points. This will update their skills and put them in a better position of practical skill and knowledge. When we are dealing with clients, they are often unaware of how a therapist can actually help and support them with other treatments and modalities. By engaging in CPD from again experienced trainers, the therapist can create a holistic treatment and often support the client mentally, physically and emotionally. Once again, it is vital the courses or workshops you engage in are from a reputable professional association, which confirms the quality and compliance. 3. Online courses are a great way of working in your own time and can often be less expensive. For theory learning, this can work well with a good support network. However, please be mindful of practical online courses. They need to be compliant and of very high quality with support from tutors, etc. As a professional association, there is the same, if not sometimes more, rigour applied to the acceptance of online courses for approval and accreditation. This is being trialled in a few areas and only a robust assessment procedure will suffice. Currently under review with many insurers and certainly with Thinktree. However, watch this space, and technology is fast developing and the future will dictate how things are going to progress. Treatment license is not a new thing, it has been going for some time. This is where councils from areas can charge you for running your business, particularly your treatment or modality. They are following a ruling, however many have a slightly different interpretation. I've been campaigning and working with council groups in London to educate and support their understanding. Therefore, those who are members of Thinktree can benefit from being exempt from paying any such licence. You can see more details on this at www.thinktreehub.com. 5. Not just for the student who is newly qualified, but also for experienced therapists. We really do not know. What do we not know? Therefore, being part of a professional association such as Thinktree, who can advise, guide and support the therapist with information, research and ongoing industry news is essential. Unfortunately, when you complete a course and move into the industry, the support is seldom there. That's not to say we don't have some great course providers who try and help. Belonging to a professional association can help you with networking, CPD and resources for the future. One of the biggest fears the new and experienced therapist has is working in silo on your own. Very often, there is nobody to turn to, and this can be a very lonely place. By being part of a community, you can gain support, new ideas, and often avoid mistakes. There is so much more to discuss and look out for in the industry. However, for the newly qualified therapist, it is an amazing time to offer therapies and treatments. We at Thinktree understand this and are here to support and guide you through any murky waters, so come and join our community. We're offering a discounted rate for new therapists by using the voucher code TTMWS, that is T for Tango, M for Muscle, W for Whisperer, S for Series. You can save and have your own profile page on the Thinktree website, which you can change as and when you feel appropriate.
Hello Massage Therapist Nation, this is Dror from Bodyology again. We all know that massage therapists practicing massage bring challenges and opportunity. What we're trying to find out today is there any difference in the challenges and opportunity that we have nowadays compared to, let's say, 10, 20 years ago? What's the effect of 21st century, second decade, into the different challenges and opportunity that massage therapists have, especially those who start practicing? Let's start really with the challenges. What are the different challenges that new graduates, when they're starting to practice massage, have compared to, say, I don't know, 10, 20 years ago. I think that the first challenge we have is the fast pace of life, when there is a lack of space and time to actually sit with clients or prospective clients and explain really what massage can do. It's really hard to find that space where a lot of people are just going through messages and another post in Facebook, when to actually listen to each other and to absorb the message that you have. Also, that the fast pace of life means that our clients are less likely to wait until your treatment works. So before it might take 5 sessions to improve clients' health and well-being. Now I'm not sure that people would be happy with just waiting for 5 sessions to see if it's working or not. When you're thinking about it, there is a whole lot today on offer. Gadgets, apps, websites, information, what works, what doesn't work for health and well-being. And people are quite bombarded with that amount of information, and it's hard to make sense for them about what works and what massage can offer. Let's think just about the offer of massage. We have holistic massage, we have deep tissue, we have remedial, we have sport with sneakers, we have sport without sneakers, we have NMT, we have myofascial, we have release of tension. That clients would start saying, wait, what's going on? I'm getting confused. And if you pay attention to yourself, a lot of the time, when I go to a place that has too many things on offer, my decision at the end is, I'm too confused and I don't choose. So this is one of the things that we need to really make a clear statement for our clients. What are we going to do and what we are actually doing? And yes, you may not get everyone, but at least the message needs to be clear and easy for them to communicate, because otherwise they're not going to choose anything. Also, I came across a research lately about satisfaction of clients in spa, and apparently 70% of them are not happy with the massage they receive in the spa. The regular kind of good old day, full body massage, Swedish technique. So clients now know a lot more, and they know what they need. They've heard about different techniques, and they are a lot more educated. So we as a therapist, we need to keep an edge on and to know a little bit more from our clients. So that's also a big challenge for us to educate ourselves more and more and more. Next one is something that is another subject that I'm not sure how to present it. That I wrote here that there are a lot more massage therapists, and I don't want to create that kind of effect that it's a problem, because I see all massage therapists as colleagues, not as competitors. However, there are a lot more. I remember once in the street that I practiced, there was maybe 8 massage therapists. I think that about half of them never practiced, but they were registered around. And it's a lot hard to make yourself in an edge, to give yourself an edge, so then client know to choose you rather than others. Another challenge, I wrote it as an opportunity and as a challenge as well. So it's a marketing. Marketing. Know how to talk about your practice. Know what you're doing well, make the message clearer. And I think that the challenge here is that if you don't. So there is a challenge if you do it badly, but that's half as good. The big challenge if you don't do it. And I know a lot of great-hearted massage therapists that just don't want to do that, because they're here in massage just to make people feel good, not to make money, but we have to make money. So marketing, it's a challenge. It's a challenge for everyone. but it's a good challenge if you're taking it. And it can be also improve dramatically your understanding about why client coming. So let's try to be friend with marketing rather than saying, how one of my students says, I don't like this propaganda. I like people to come because they really love what I'm doing. Yeah. So is it propaganda? I think it's just really understanding the nature of the world today and really trying to do our best with that. Okay, I think it's enough with, well, hopefully not, but these are the challenges. Now let's look at opportunities. How can you rock and roll and be happy and say, what a wonderful world we have today, and I can learn and I can improve my techniques and I have so much to learn and it's quite amazing. So let's try to make sense of what's the opportunities here. Okay, so what's the opportunities? First of all, I'm so happy to say that massage at last moved to the mainstream of society. Yoo-hoo! This is great news. People don't raise an eyebrow again if you go to massage. It becomes normal. How wonderful. I think we should celebrate that. Yeah, it's amazing. It's really, really amazing. And I remember the days that, especially me as a male therapist, people are like, what are you doing? I'm like, massage, all these kind of wrong comments. I don't get it anymore. It's great. I'm a massage therapist. Fantastic. And it's such a relief. Such a relief. So I think well done for everyone who worked hard in doing it. And that's a big opportunities for us today. Next one is that a lot more people tried massage. I think massage as a complementary therapy is on the rise, even with the financial crisis, Brexit, and all of that. People really recognize the need, and you can see the crowd show their foot, and they go and to have more and more and more massages, really. So that's great. This is really, really amazing. Another thing is that the profile of a massage therapist as a job improved. I think people proud to say that, a lot more proud to say that. I think you can make more decent earning from that. And I think a lot of people jealous. Like, wow, you're working self-employed, you're not part of this big machine of incorporated companies. So I have a lot of students who come in who fed up with it, who fed up with just doing things for a big company to make more money. They want to do something wonderful and earn from that. Something decent, something that helps others, and something that they feel great about it. And I think this is great that it really moves into a profession that a lot of people really feel proud to be and jealous if they're not. I think they should be. Okay, so there is a lot more opportunity to reach clients. To be honest, not that I'm using all of them, but you have your website, you have Facebook, Twitter, blah, 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 blah. Yes. So I think don't use all of them because you can't. I think use 3 or 4 that you're really good at, and the rest leave for others. But you can reach clients in a lot more, I think, exciting ways. And this is the challenge I give to most of my students when they finish in the diploma course. They hate it. I love when they hate it because it's a challenge, and we do it in class, and it's better to do it in class than to not do it at all. I ask them to take a 30-second, they work in pairs, and I ask them to take 30-second video about themselves welcoming clients onto their website. So imagine you have a website and you like, okay, here is my website, welcome, and why they should come to see you. Now, it is a challenge, but actually it's a huge opportunity because people will come to see you as a therapist because they see you and they like the sound of your voice, your gestures. They feel more inclined to come to you if they see you. So I think that's a huge opportunity. I mean, it is a challenge as well, so they kind of mix them together. Okay, one last thing I think, maybe more. You can learn today anything. Accountancy, how to make a good logo, creating a good website, learning techniques, how to communicate well with clients. I mean, I'm part of it. Bodyology, we have a YouTube channel with, now today is February 2020, we just crossed 11 million viewers around the world. We have 55,000 subscribers who all the time learn from our technique all around the world. How wonderful it is. When was it 10 years ago? You need to kind of look at through books and try to understand the massage technique. Now you have videos. Amazing. I think videos change the world, the way that we learn. And it's a lot more intuitive. You can see it. You don't have to kind of look at you don't have to read thick books about massage technique. You just see it, makes sense, go and learn it. Go and learn it. So today, you can learn a lot. If you have a thirst, if you have a passion to learn, just go and learn. Do it lunch break, do it in the afternoon, in the morning. You can learn anything. Really amazing. And there are a lot of meetups, a lot of Massage Training Institute offer some really cheap courses. We offer courses, many people offer courses. It's amazing, really. The richness of knowledge, which is sometimes difficult again. You need to decide which one to take, this one, that one, but slowly develop that intuition to what works and what doesn't work for you. So to finish, we have seen some opportunities and some challenges in today. The world changed, and it changed faster and faster. We all know that. So what can I give you at the end of this video? I can tell you what we're starting actually the first weekend of the diploma course. We're starting with the concept that we call ATP. ATP is the 3 pillars that makes a good massage therapist, and I think today is super important. A stands for ability to give good treatment. Actually, ability to give an excellent treatment. Today, your edge over what the client wants and need and other therapists is to be excellent in what you do. Good is not good enough. Good massage technique, good understanding about anatomy, and God bless, good connection with the anatomy and the pathology into massage. I see a lot of people who have dual channel, anatomy, massage, and they never meet. Why? Who knows? The second, so this is the A. T stands for therapeutic relationship. People today are missing it. There is a thirst of trying to connect and communicate with each other on a personal, tactile, social level. Have someone listen really to them and not through a screen or anything like that. Super important. So develop that part of you. Super important. So this is the T. The P, promote your business, be great in communication, and I think a lot of us don't understand the nature of promoting and marketing. You don't have a website, you don't need a website for that. You need to know how to talk. And a lot of the time I tell students and graduates, your best marketing is your anatomy knowledge. You need to know how to explain your anatomy, how to explain pathology. That's why clients coming to you, not because you have a nice website. That's 5 seconds and then they go on with it, yeah? But you can attract them to you with a nice website. After that is what you're talking to them. How a client coming and say, I don't know, I went to the doctor and I have rheumatoid arthritis and I don't know. You're thinking, wait a minute, let me explain. Rheumatoid arthritis is where your immune system, for an unknown reason, attack your synovial joint. So think about this white blood. You see, this is marketing. Not that, oh, I'll give you a discount, etc., etc. Guys, I can talk for America, I know. Massage Nations, thank you very much and looking forward to hear from you.
I asked several groups of students, both current and previous, and some topics definitely kept coming up. Their main concerns are in quotations and italics. Finances. Many students have existing jobs or careers, including homemakers. It is hard to work out how to carry on earning the income needed. The crossover between quitting your original job to be able to dedicate the time that's needed to prioritise and set up a business. Financially, it's tricky. That's my main challenge. How much do you speculate before you accumulate? For others, money management was a concern. How much to charge for the session? How much to put aside for advertising and for your website, etc. I struggled with feeling comfortable with how much to charge and for how long. In difficult times, people like to feel that they get a bargain, but at the same time, the therapist has to feel that they're getting the money they deserve. Much of these concerns can be helped by producing a detailed business plan that includes a finance spreadsheet. Prince of Wales Trust has an excellent one that can be edited to suit the needs of the complementary practitioner. In the past, this would have been involving paper, pen and a calculator, but good old Excel spreadsheets can make it simpler, if a little scary until you become familiar with them. By using a pre-built finance sheet that lists the necessary outgoings that you may not even realise you need to spend money on, you'll be more confident with your finances. Confidence. Most students mentioned a lack of confidence in getting out there. All felt confident in their ability to do their therapy. The scary bit was selling themselves. The best way of building a small business is to be enthusiastic and to impress people face to face. Your own enthusiasm encourages clients to sell your ability onto their own friends and contacts. To begin with, you need to work on preventing negative self-talk and congratulating yourselves on successes. Being part of a student group gives you colleagues to share your successes and to congratulate each other. Carry those friendships on after qualification and build a supportive network of practitioners around you. And again, working through that business plan and updating it regularly will help to know what order to do things in. Managing clients' expectations is a biggie too. Knowing when to refer a client back to a GP relies on being confident in applying the knowledge learned in class. When in doubt, speak to your mentors for reassurance and advice. Modern and up-to-date training has meant that red flags and contraindications are more evident, and many GPs and doctors will have an interest in complementary therapies, so it's worth building a rapport with local GPs. When we lack confidence, we often become apologetic in our manner. Stop that right now. A client will notice your lack of belief in yourself and will therefore not believe in your abilities either. We just need to build the confidence to put across the belief in ourselves. Time management. Time management is a huge factor for many students nowadays. Pressures of studying whilst working, managing a family, and somehow having a social life as well can seem impossible. The answer sounds glib. It's to keep a very detailed diary and manage to-do lists. If it isn't in the diary, quite simply, don't do it. In the past, overcommitment was not so evident. Technology and transport has made us attempt to fit more in our diaries than before. Set aside dedicated clinic time. If you're a student, use this time for homework, reading and case studies. If you're qualified, then use this time for clients or for clinic promotion. No bunking off because you've no clients. If you're qualified and still studying, add a couple of extra hours to your clinic time each week. Let your family know that this is your clinic time and make sure you stick to it. Marketing was a unanimous concern. Despite all the support in the world, actually getting out there and selling yourself was a nightmare for nearly everybody. Promoting yourself amongst a friendly audience of friends, family, colleagues, etc. is easy. Taking the leap of going public is harder, much harder. Despite our belief in our therapy and the feedback we receive, I found this extremely difficult, so much so that I put it off time and again. Working out who your ideal client will be is key to marketing success. Work out who you're talking to, then have an appropriate conversation with them via whatever marketing media you want. This means your marketing will be read and understood by the very people you wish to have in your clinic. Getting some CPD training in marketing your therapy will give you a head start and will boost your confidence in your marketing ability. such training is now much more available than it was in the past. Some people swear by networking groups, others find them an expensive waste of time. It's worth looking carefully before paying into an expensive club. Some networking groups are low cost and designed to support you as a practitioner rather than to create clients for you. Ask for recommendations from others before signing up. Remember that you will get out what you put in. If you play an active role in supporting and promoting others, you will receive support and clients back as a reward. If you take a laid back or inactive role, do not expect clients to come rolling in. Social media. In the past, our marketing was possibly simpler. A leaflet drop, passing on business cards, a poster in a public area. All these are still relevant, but nowadays social media prevents a minefield for the uninitiated. If social media is not your thing, you may consider paying someone to do it for you or to get some training in how to utilize social media to build your business. It can be a very effective way of building a clinic, but posts should be designed to be informative as well as promotional. About 80% of your posts should be interesting and shareable, with only 20% or less selling your business. I'm finding social media a challenge. How to share articles, how to share pages, how often to post something, what to post. I feel like I need some training, support, somebody to sense check what I write, etc. So in summary, the best way to run a successful and confident therapy clinic is to plan and network, to learn from each other, and to just do it rather than procrastinate. And if we don't know how to just do it, speak to others and get support from those that do. Networking is key. Everybody has heard of the word networking and has some idea of what it is. Going out to local business breakfasts with organisations like the Federation of Small Businesses, FSB, and maybe organising specific networking events in your local area at the local church hall or library, where you can give and receive talks on your experiences as a startup business and swap business cards and help support each other with business leads. There are lots of networking clubs and groups. Your professional association may well have regional groups that meet, the local Chamber of Commerce will have meetings, and the virtual networking platform. Sign up for as many APPS that offer work as you like, and in time you will naturally filter out the ones that work for you and the ones that don't. Seek out a mentor from within the industry who has experienced the startup process and the journey ahead of you. There are many self-starters who have set up mentoring companies within the CAM industry, so seek them out. You may find you will need them for a short while or over a long period of time to grow a truly successful business. Massage World recently signed up to mymassagementor.co.uk. These answers were provided by our brilliant tutors, Monica, Esther and Karen. A big thanks for their contribution. One of the biggest challenges that newly qualified therapists experience as they make their transition into the professional practice is the lack of confidence in dealing with difficulties that may arise, i.e. difficult clients, medical conditions, boundaries, etc. There is generally a lack of support, especially for therapists within independent practices, but those in a clinic setting also, which sadly translate into therapists quitting way too early in this industry. Newly qualified therapists should be mentored and have access to clinical supervision for a minimum of 1 year after qualifying, so that these issues can be addressed on time and reduce the number of newly qualified therapists leaving this profession without appropriate support. The availability of clinical supervision can facilitate and promote positive feelings of security, enhanced confidence and clinical effectiveness. In a clinical spa setting, ideally they should be providing effective work environments in which newly qualified therapists can be best supported through the use of supervisors and in having their work valued and rewarded. With regards to opportunities, newly qualified therapists are very lucky that perception and mindset are changing fast and people turn to complementary, holistic therapies a lot more than they used to do in the past, resulting in further career opportunities in GP surgeries, hospitals, sport and leisure centres, spas, etc. are rising at a fantastic rate. In addition, there is much more call for holistic therapies, and people see massage as more of an essential in their day-to-day lives rather than just a luxury. There's also nothing wrong with seeing it as a luxury. Finally, there are more opportunities to work for yourself and earn well with the development of the online apps and platforms such as Urban, Blow, Ruby, etc.